Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, best wishes everyone. I hope we are all always in good health. Happy to be able to join in the 6th International Conference on Elementary Education Seminar. We are from the Pangeran Dharma Kusuma Indramayu Institute. My name is Rizky Fitria, along with my friends Iza Nurfaiza and Aan Yulianto. We intend to present a literature study that we have made with the title Implementation Problem-Based Learning Model to Critical Thinking Ability of Primary School Student in Citizenship Education Learning. Okay, here I will explain the introduction. According to Trivianto, 2014, in the world of education, teachers have a very important role in determining the quality of education. And success in civics learning lies in the use of learning methods or models. In the civics learning process, and one thing that needs to be developed to obtain 21st century skill is the ability to think critically. Civics learning also emphasizes the risks and responsibilities of citizens in national and state life. In fact, when the author went directly into the field on observed directly at PLP2 activities in elementary school in August 2023. Learning in class focused more on memorization, meaning that students were only asked to memorize the content of the material and only write the material rather than students being in faith to think critically. Developing critical thinking skill is seen as something that is very important to develop in school so that students are able and accustomed to dealing with various problems around them. To be able to deal with this, students must have a way of thinking critically. Therefore, problem-based learning is the right learning model to explore student critical thinking potential because it uses problem as a way for students to learn and to achieve learning goals. Problem-based learning has its own goal of developing and applying important skill, namely by solving problems based on self-study skill or collaborative discussion groups and gaining word knowledge the students gain. Okay, next I will explain about literature review. There are 5 steps in implementing the problem-based learning model. 1. Student orientation to problems. 2. Organizing students toward learning. 3. Guide individual and group investigation. 4. Develop and present work results. 5. Analyze and evaluate the problem-solving process. According to Soimin 2014, 132 states that there are advantages to the problem-based learning model. Students are required and encouraged to have the ability to solve problems in the situation. Students have the ability to build their own knowledge and understanding through learning activities. Learning focus on problems so that relate material does not need to be studied by students. Scientific activities occur in students' talk work groups. Students are accustomed to using sources of knowledge, both from the library, internet, interviews, and observation. Students have the ability to assess their own learning progress. Students have the ability to have scientific communication in a discussion activity or presentation of the result of their work. Students have learning difficulties in general. Individuals can be addressed from discussion group work in the form of peer teaching. According to Yastian, in North 2002-37, the shortcomings in the problem-based learning model include academic learning outcomes can be seen from the result of student critical thinking ability test in problem-based learning. The amount of time needed for implementation, the number of this time is related to how long it takes to implement the problem-based learning model. Change in the role of student in a learning process. In conventional learning, the teacher plays a very important and active role because learning is centered on the teacher. But in problem-based learning, learning is student-centered so that students play an active role in the learning they face. Exploring information in learning, change in the teacher's role in the learning process. The teacher does not play a controlling role in the learning. The teacher's role is only helpful, seeing students at the beginning of the learning process. Then students are given the opportunity by the teacher to be active in learning. Appropriate problem formulation in problem-based learning, teachers are required to be able to choose a problem that will be given to students in the learning process. Problems that are appropriate to students' social lives, find assessment of the program and student learning. Difficulty responding, learning the science because they have to provide and present problems that are relevant to real everyday life.
Okay, next I will explain about discussion. Critical thinking is important in implementation a problem-based learning model. According to Walker, Sunarko, and Agus, 2021-72, the definition of critical thinking is an intellectual process in creating concepts, applying, analyzing, synthesizing, and evaluating various information obtained from the result of observation, experience, reflection. We are the result of this process are used as the basis for taking action. The purpose of critical thinking is to test the quality of existing opinions or ideas through in-depth evaluation and practice so as to complete assessments. According to Arikunto Fitria Widya Indra 2020-25, SAGS identifies 5 systematic indicators in critical thinking, namely analysis skills, synthesis skills, problem resolution and solving skills, solution skills, and evaluation skills. Civic escalation that for citizens to understand and to able to carry out their right and obligation so is to product a new generation that is democratic, has character, is the lens, thinks critically, is the cause of uploads the value of Pancasila. The characteristic of civic learning according to Zain Lubis 2020-25 states that the characteristic of Pancasila of citizenship education are as follows. Less, more emphasis of problem solving can be used in various contexts. Direct students to become independent students. Link learning material with different contexts of student lives. Encouraging students to access and encourage assimilative activities. Motivation students to ability. According to Mentero, 2014 9 until 10 states in the version of Pancasila and citizenship education is a facile and means for forming the character of intelligent citizens, skill and character who are loyal to the Indonesian nation and state by refreshing themselves in the habit of thinking and action according with the mandate of Pancasila and the 1945 Constitution.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I would like to share about the conclusion. The problem-based learning model is influential in improving and honing students' critical thinking. Learning using critical thinking will make it easy to achieve learning objectives because students play a very active role in learning activities. Furthermore, teachers are more creative in delivering material to students, not just lecturing and giving assignment in front of the class. So learning is monotonous and uninteresting. Critical thinking is essential in implementing a problem-based learning model. Critical thinking is analyzing, synthesizing, evaluating, and drawing conclusions based on observation obtained from various sources so that students can make decisions by considering various supporting factors. The purpose of critical thinking is to assess, how, estimate its value, and even evaluate the implementation or practice of the actual and practice. Apart from that, critical thinking includes considering options that are known and understood. Critical thinking skills can encourage students to come up with new ideas regarding problems that occur in the world so that students can and are capable of making conclusions by considering the information obtained. Students are trained on how to filter various options so that they also have to take more or appropriate and accurate search of information indicator of critical thinking as I focus in research, namely analyzing problems, being able to ask and answer questions, solving a problem, making conclusion and evaluating or assessing the results of observation. The Pancasila and citizenship education subject aim to prepare citizens to become good citizens, have a positive attitude and knowledge of the values of Pancasila, and become citizens who have a spirit of nationalism and are aware of their rights and obligations as citizens. Nevertheless, the obstacle of having a nationalist spirit and attitude is that many still think nationalism is an ideology. This type of thinking creates obstacle for society itself and the government. Ideology will make a person tend to be individualistic and like the attitudes and spirit of nationalism. Well, thank you for joining our session. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.